never do anything.
And a bit too late with the ultimates.
We're just gonna back off here, go for blue buff. Fizz.
The proper way that they should be doing this is that they should immediately rotate all mid, but Udyr decides to contest
especially
blue buff.
because one of them backed. Oh, Fiora gets killed though underneath tower. Fiora's looking strong right now. Jinx gets the mid tower though.
And
Don't put it on the directed camera. Harrison, just hit D on your keyboard.
Got it.
It should be on directed camera. That would both look at the same thing. Because at this point of the game, laning phase is over. We gotta just look at where the action's going.
And Fizz misses his ult, which is crucial for avoiding a possible team fight that would not be in their favor.
Oh, Blitzcrank just misses the hook. Yeah, but actually, fuck Windows. I'm gonna sue Microsoft for everything they have.
And you're gonna convert to Linux instead.
Yeah,
and
Bill Gates can bite my ass. I'm gonna use the whatever Valve's OS is.
MS-DOS. Run everything in MS-DOS, right? Get the command lines out.
Dude, of course.
Well, currently, Fizz is actually tied in gold with Jinx, which is definitely not what you would think it would be for a 7-1 Fizz.
Well, Jinx is 656, so you know she has a lot of deaths. She still has a lot of gold from the kills.
Jeremy with 7,000 gold is pretty impressive, and it's other than Jeremy leading and Jinx leading, the other three members on the team do not have as much gold as their counterparts.
Especially the Kale, she's feeding pretty hard.
But now the gold has even just quite a bit now.
Actually, Udyr has more gold than Wukong. Just gonna go in.
And
let's see ult. Although Zig's ult doing a lot of damage. We're able to get. Oh, Udyr flashes onto the Ezreal. Lands a stun. The D are taking him out. Fiora and Wukong running away now. But Fizz coming up from behind. You better watch out for this. Watch out for the flank here. Jeremy gets to fly onto the things. Oh, the ultimate's gonna get.
Mind killed.
Oh, the Jinx gets the kill, which is really good for their team. Alright, this should be a mid tower, and maybe Fiora will go down too. Nice riposte by Fiora.
Fiora definitely goes.
Oh,
and
nice hook.
Black hook by Jeremy. Very impressive.
There might be two towers here.
This is definitely an inhibitor tower because Wukong can't do anything without getting blown
This should
up,
be inhib too. And yeah, they're pinging for Baron. This is a good play. Jinx and Zigzag out of here, though. It's bad play by Jinx. She should have went right to Baron. Now they can't do it. I
don't think Baron's a good call regardless, though. I think the death timers weren't long enough. They would have been back up, and then even if they had taken Baron, that would have been incredibly risky. But they do take a red buff and an inhibitor at 26 minutes, which is definitely very good. Wait, what time are you on right now? I'm on 43, 44.
Yeah, right on time with you.
Oh, it seems weird because like you were lagging a bit behind. I don't know.
I was ahead of you earlier. I might be a little bit behind you now.
55, 56, 57, 58.
Yeah, I'm right on par with you.
Okay, so in sync.
Blitzcrank doing some counter vision there, getting up rid of the fake ward.
Good vision to know, but
there goes the deer. Doesn't know who's there though. Smartly backs off.
Will he be able to run a Blitzcrank though? And the answer is yes.
Well, being that Blitzcrank's speed up also slows him.
And Botway is definitely pushing. That Botway currently has 2 cannon minions, so that's definitely going to push.
Kale
I
doing
think
a
Blue Team
good
currently
split
should
push here.
Top lane.
Kale is shoving that lane in hard. Fiora B, she's gonna go mid lane. Oh, Kale backs off, so we will crash the tower. Fiora will go get it.
Narrow miss by Blitzcrank there on the Jinx. And it's definitely looking to their favor because bot lane is pushing and the 3-man mid lane along with the 2
Oh, and the
minions
Fizz gets the ult onto the deer, but it's not going to do a lot of damage because he's fucking leader. Ult misses everything.
Currently is keeping 3 people out alive, but it remains to be seen whether or not he'll be alive.
Oh, good zone miss by the Fizz. Good flay by Jeremy. Oh, Fizz is just going nuts though. Meteor coming around. Fiora's chasing. Kale did a lot in that fight. Cleaned up 2 of the 3 members.
Unfortunately, they have to back off
But
because
Fiora is just going to destroy them if they try and fight her. Yeah, Kale's going to die here. They overextended at that point. That Fiora is no one to fuck with.
Definitely wrong place at the wrong time there. If Udyr hadn't got caught out and changed the fight, then they could have engaged under their own terms. There was no need to fight there. Because bot lane had a tower and pushing. And you have a poke team, so you shouldn't be engaging in the first place. Like, it was lucky that disengaging got them all that low, but doesn't mean anything if you don't kill them. Merely, it is offsets.
Oh, bad riposte by the Fiora. Gonna get the stun on the her. Udyr. But he's 2v1 right now. He doesn't have the damage to do with this. He's built tank, but he has the runic echoes.
The Gensus has to come fast if he wants to do damage. So.
Which it looks like he's going for, but I don't know if that's the right call now. Because Kale's going to be doing a lot of damage. I think he should be going full tank.
Yeah, the problem is he's still trying to play like a cocky Trick-to Udyr. I wouldn't do that's clearly not the case at the moment. Well, he does have 10,000 gold. Udyr, like,
Fizz
currently has.
Oh, almost feeling the blue buff.
Narrowly misses this fight.
Fizz.
Smart play by Jinx, auto-attacking over wall. And Dragon Secure at number 3. That will definitely help out Udyr and their entire team in general for disengage purposes.
What does the 3rd dragon do?
It gives you 7%? 5% more move speed than the enemy team. So that will be definitely helpful when they have to disengage from his Fiora and Wukong. And also, as a side effect, you get to dodge more Blitzcrank hooks. He's a bit caught out, but managed to make it away safely.
The team catches up. Kale's going ham on this top lane. She's gonna get that tower, I think. Unless
in another wave or 2, she should be able to.
With wave matches up, she should be get this tower.
Well, she has her 2 core items now, so she should have no problem 1v1ing anybody.
Yeah.
And the rotations by blue team are just fantastic.
Two towers.
They can't deal with it.
5-on-5 and they get 2 towers. That's a great play.
They're incredibly scared of the Udyr right now, and they shouldn't be.
Yeah, they should be more worried about that Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx is like a Kog'Maw right now. If she could start just chucking rockets at you, you're in big trouble. If she positions herself correctly in fights, you're not going to be able to get her, and she's going to win the fights herself. Oh, nice smite by Udyr. Gets the goal.
And wasted with the vision immediately popping after he smites the Wraith Camp.
That's okay. He stole the goal from the Fizz. It's the BM smite.
Yeah, just what that counts. Ward in red pit, but remains to be seen whether or not they contest it.
Kale going bot lane. She has to teleport, so she's doing her job right now as a split pusher. Ezreal picking up the red buff.
And Ziggs currently has teleport as well, so fairly even
so
now.
You might see a 1-3-1 push by the blue team. With double teleport, it would be a good strategy. Because at the mid lane that's going to engage, you have 2
blue team
teleports.
definitely did make an error, though, in the sense that they didn't capitalize on that mid inhibitor as much as they could have, with that disastrous fight in mid lane being no small favor to them. On the bright side, they seem to be matching their goal pretty handily.
Running at this Fizz gets a smite off. Well, Fizz gets the ult and the Blitzcrank hook.
That's definitely good. Ziggs too far. And
off Zonia's good move by Kale, gets the kill.
Teleport
Fiora's going to be too late to this fight, though.
And Jinx does incredible work fighting from that side bush there. Cleans up everybody.
Fiora's going to get the kill into Udyr. But Fiora came in much late to that fight. I don't know if she'd get out of here alive. She might, though. Oh, Jinx is chasing her down. Fiora's going to run in. Fiora's going to fight. Now she can't.
Oh, and Hysteric saves her. But for how long?
Oh.
And this might be a Nexus Tower even, or...
This might be the
This might be a
game.
Nexus Tower, especially...
Blitzcrank's up in
It definitely
15
has a wave
seconds.
there.
Depends on
Fizz
their
is up in 15
damage.
though. However, Fizz is up in 15, that's the important part. We'll be able to make it in 10 seconds.
This won't be the game, this will be the turret, though.
They can get the go for 2. I believe they can.
Oh, and
Here's
Blitzcrank,
nice
goodbye.
shot, And
So they get both Nexus turrets.
one of us,
decide to leave.
one of them are definitely
Oh, that's gonna be two of
make
them.
that too. Oh, and
Ziggs-
they managed to turn
Ziggs is
around
gonna
a
lose.
1-2.
Oh my god, never mind. Ziggs is gonna
2.
just throw a hand there.
Very impressive by Ziggs. He finally became not negative. He went from
That'll
2-4-6
bias.
to 5-4-6.
He's gonna get his zombies now thanks to that.
And
Jinx has a lot of attack speed. Look at that. Look at that build.
see, Ezreal made a crucial error of going Last Whisper and Giant Slayer when he didn't need to, clearly. Because the main damage threats were Ziggs and Jinx, and Udyr essentially can be ignorable here. He's turned into a stun bot that may do damage, but ultimately you want to kill Jinx first.
His Last Whisper is gonna get through Jeremy's Radowinds and Udyr's Frozen Heart, which is not
But again,
much to
you
think
don't
about.
want to
Ezreal's
be
gonna.
attacking them.
Ezreal needs.
Oh, and Ziggs.
Oh no, Ziggs. Udyr trying to save
that's
him.
also
Oh, Ziggs gets a
fun,
nice
but-
flash. They're gonna turn this around here, aren't they? Oh my god. The power of the deer. This lands the oh, the good old by Kale saves his buddy. Udyr gets the kill. That's gonna be a third kill.
Is that going to be a quadra kill? So, moral of the story here, ban Udyr.
Oh my gosh.
Does he have the potential to get the quadra kill?
No, I don't think it's.
I think it might be
the
too
time
late
is
here.
out, yeah.
Unofficial
Unfortunately.
quadra. But this is definitely game end. Very nicely played by Blue
And the
Team.
blue team. Oh,
Very nicely-
BM by
very
the
nicely played by
Udyr.
Jeremy.
Uh-oh. Oh. Udyr, what you doing there, buddy?
And definitely well played by Blue Team. Moral of the story, ban Udyr in your ranked games.
Oh. There we go.
Landing phase, although rocky for Jeremy, definitely he did pull it through. Because all you really need is one good hook, and it
You know
seals
what?
the deal.
It's time for the post-game interview. Let's get Jeremy in here.
Back in
Have him for the post-game interview. Keep the stats up. Blue team wins. Jeremy overall. Here he is.
How does it feel to be drafted by the Greek army?
What? Drafted by the what?
The Greek army.
Oh no! Me and Forgiven can duo Q.
Alright, so
Oh, very
Jeremy,
good job.
That game was interesting.
before we start the post-game interview, I got a couple of announcements to make to you.
Yes.
So for one, the first 4 minutes of the video, not including the game, it was just 4 minutes of like me and the V client, has no sound because I forgot to turn the audio on.
That's fine.
But and then during the middle of the game, Windows decided to pull a typical Windows and started updating my computer, which shut down my computer and made it restart.
Oh.
So there's like a 30 seconds of footage missing.
Would anything exciting happen?
No, it was in the middle of the game. It was, while you guys were just
Oh,
fucking
okay.
about.
Okay. I want to tell you a story. So, somehow I got the wrong masteries. And I had Deathfire or Death, whatever the fucking damage one. So I would like hook Ezreal when he was low, and like I wouldn't do anything else. Like I'd let him like Jinx take it, and then I would get the kill. That happened like 4 times. You probably saw it. And Jinx was like, "Oh my god, stop taking the kills."
I mean, you
And I was like, "I'm sorry, it's a master.
Well,
I
clearly,
got the wrong masteries."
well, clearly, during that fight when they engaged Jinx down a bot turret, you could have like not auto attacked that for the last one because Jinx had some auto attack on him already.
Oh, for one of the kills, yeah.
Yeah, for one of the kills, we were like, oh, Jeremy, fucking the typical Jeremy, taking the kills.
I took one of the kills, and one of them I tried to let him take the Ezreal kill, and he died. So then I just took it.
Yeah, we noticed that too.
I double shielded, and it still didn't live. I thought he was. She ended up doing like more damage.
What's your opinion on the Kale pick?
Gates? I don't know. Okay, so the Kale, didn't do a whole lot aside, but she did. She was basically a non-factor, but she was able to take Fiora out of the game too, because Fiora stayed up there almost the whole time also, and Fiora didn't really become a factor in the game. And once she started arriving in teamfights, it was already too late. And in the end, Kale had some pretty nice ults too. So all in all, I wish that we had like a tankier top laner that could peel, but the Kale turned out to be okay, and the ult proved useful in the end. So it all turned out right, especially because it just made it a 4v4 when we were stronger.
Right. Is there any reason why you think that the Fizz went from 7-1 to 8-6-5?
Well, okay, so basically the 7 kills were they mostly from? I know she went bot. Fizz went bot and got 2 kills one time, right? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
But most of the other kills are just solo kills, were they not?
Against both the Ziggs and the Udyr.
The Ziggs Udyr. Well, basically during the time where Ziggs just Udyr kept, I'm not Udyr, I'm sorry. Fizz kept killing Ziggs. Ziggs turned into no gold, and then Fizz built Mage Eyes, I think, really early. Started Dark Seal or something, or maybe got Dark Seal back. Got Mage Eyes, and then once in team fights, we have so much lockdown because Udyr flashes and stuns, and before Playful Trickster, and then I can follow up with a hook. And if that doesn't happen, Fizz has to retreat, or if he goes in, he'll die like instantly. Like he might pick up a kill, but he'll die, which is not really worth in terms of when he has Mage Eyes. So Fizz keeps getting kills on Ziggs. Ziggs ends up being does almost nothing, probably like early mid or like around like 20. How long was that game? I actually don't know. Do you guys remember?
36 minutes and 51 seconds.
51.
About 20 minutes in. Well, okay. So Fizz had 7 kills like really early, right? Like 10 minutes in maybe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so about that time Ziggs is nothing, and up to about 15 minutes he does nothing. But he farmed up a lot. I think he started helping out side waves too, and picked up assists here and there. So he ended up scaling really well and did a shit ton of damage. He ended up, I think, almost like 100-0ing Fizz near the end. Isn't that true? Like in that last team fight?
There was one team fight where, like, when you guys were running away from after taking both Nexus towers, and it looked like, oh, you guys are like going to get caught out and you're going to go down 2-0. But then Ziggs comes around and got a triple kill.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Fizz got cocky by getting Mage Eyes. I mean, by all means, at 7-1, I would have thought Mage Eyes would have been fine too. The only problem with him thinking that was that even though he was 7-1, we might have been up in kills at that point still, or down by maybe 1 or 2 kills. We weren't far behind.
Barely even throughout the entire
Yeah,
game.
that's what I was thinking. Because even though I was taking a bunch of kills in the Violent by accident, we were still getting a shit ton. We were basically beating the Blitzcrank Ezreal. After that first time where Jinx got pulled, I couldn't do anything for her because I was not level 3 in the Lantern. Like she got pulled and then we were just donezo. But after that, like we were able to engage easily. I think we got a gank from Udyr too. Basically, bot lane, we ended up beating their bot lane pretty substantially. And so it kind of canceled it out, and Udyr probably farmed up a lot. I didn't really notice too much. So I just think that Fizz needed to take into consideration that, like, what was happening besides his lane, like what would happen in team fights, like is he gonna get popped? Is there a Fed AC, which I think there was starting to be. Well, she was starting to build, like she was starting to do a lot of damage if Fizz even looked at like how much like Jinx was doing to Ezreal. So I just think Fizz needed to build.
I think the other issue there was just how useless the Fiora was in the mid game. Basically, she was non-existent because the Kale just stayed top lane. But Fiora was very fed. This Kale was 1-4 at some point, I remember, and Fiora was clearly on the lane. She didn't take that pressure and use it to her advantage. Or Fizz tried to do that, but then failed. But I think if Fiora had tried to come down bot more often, use that teleport to her advantage, I think they would. The Mage Eyes would have been a better purchase on the Fizz. So I don't think he would have died as often. The Fiora heal would have been helpful. Things like that.
It was definitely their game to lose there because one fight when you guys did the engage, that went terribly for you guys because they just have a better engage comp than you guys can disengage.
Yeah, we didn't
And
have
they should
vision
have
on
definitely
Wukong, I'm
leveraged.
pretty sure. Then he
And
just
you guys
killed
should.
that one.
And they definitely should have like leveraged that and try and force fights with like a 5v4 numerical advantage because they'll win every time no matter how fit they are with the 3 members that can dive. But they never did. So
I didn't. You guys were on spectator mode, so were they pinging her at all? Like, were they?
what do you mean?
Like, did you see them pinging her, like top lane to
Not
like come down or
exclusive,
anything?
No.
not exclusively, but like they definitely should have capitalized on like the man for man advantage.
I think what was Fiora, like 3-0 at some point?
4-1. Actually, no, it might have been
Really?
3-1. 3-1.
3-1, I
Oh,
think. Yeah.
2-2-2. I'm sorry. She was 2-2-2, and Kale was 1-4-0.
Well, I mean, it's not completely. I'm not completely surprised that something like that happened because solo queue is just not as coordinated. It's harder to coordinate. Like, that's not an excuse for the Fiora. Like, she should have been with her team. She needed to know. Like Fiora for their team probably would have, with their Wukong and the Fizz distracting, they would have steamrolled us probably. Even if Fiora TP'd and Kale matched the TP, KO would have been popped instantly. If she ulted herself, she would have lasted an extra second or a couple seconds. If she ulted Jinx, Jinx might have been able to pick up an extra kill. But I think in a straight 5v5 they would have destroyed us. But in a 4v4 where they didn't necessarily get the engages they wanted every single time. They thought they got engages they wanted. A lot of the times that we team fought and we won them, it's because they were over aggressive in trying to set up something, most likely from Blitzcrank or something like that.
And you're trying to hook, and he lands a hook on the
moving up.
Udyr, and then Udyr just is like, okay, well now I'm here.
Yeah.
Bear slap the Ezreal. Or
Either
the
he
Fizz, yeah.
either he lands the hook on Udyr, or he misses and then we'll have to retreat. And he W'd in. He slowed. He has to go back, and we can follow up. They overcommitted to fights that looked okay, but they needed a very specific engage to get it. They needed the blitz hook, and it's kind of. I mean, I don't know really how the blitz did. He didn't seem like particularly good. He seemed to miss a lot of his grabs. I don't. Did you guys get the same feeling?
Seen about like half and half.
I think one of the most important parts of the moment when I knew that they had lost the game was when they didn't have any vision on Jinx going auto attacking from that left side bush in the middle of a mid lane. She got like 10 auto attacks off without them ever touching her.
How was their vision, by the way? Like overall,
Very bad.
they had like nothing. They didn't see anything.
They had mostly defensive wards.
Yeah, they had their own jungle warded, but that was really
But they
good.
never tried to go. And if you're gonna go try for like an age comp like that, you must know. You have to know. You have to have aggressive wards like that. And
You have to be the one flanking yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to know how you have numbers advantage, and you can't do that without wards.
And they needed Fiora to be warding and TPing behind you guys, or Blitzcrank warding and Fiora TPing to them, and coming up and just like taking out Jinx 1, 2, 3. And then that's when they
At a
were the
certain
one-team fights.
At a certain point, once we realized that it was Kale v Fiora, and that like Fiora was not moving, would follow like Kale everywhere. We were just like, Kale, go bot, push out the lane. Fiora's gonna follow, and Fiora followed, or go top again, push it out, and Fiora follows. So we essentially saw an opening, and we're like, well, okay, well that like this will be fine. In retrospect, probably risky because like we don't know if he would follow every time. I mean, it worked out definitely. I just think that Fiora needed to coordinate with the team better, which is I mean, if this was ranked teams, for example, I'd probably be a little harsher on them. Been like, well, I'm saying like if they were like this uncoordinated in terms of like Fiora not coming down, I would be more harsher on them. I understand where their communication could fail, but I don't really understand how the communication could fail for like 3 straight fights and Fiora's not there. The last 2 fights I think Fiora was there, but very late.
There was one fight where she TP'd in the fight. It was a 5v4 or 5v3 rather. And it was
I think we
Jinx
popped them really quickly.
All right, to wrap things up, what are your thoughts on playoffs? Can you guys make it?
I think we can make regionals, but the problem's tomorrow.
All right.
Playoffs, with this ragtag team, I think we can make it. Udyr's really been stepping it up. I really want to stick it in him, but I think we can make it. Millennium
Harry
going
said
right to
most hated
Celsius.
places 1. Boston 2. Abracadabra 3. Poly table 4. The A jerk store 5. The A Olive Garden dad wouldn't honor the A endless breadstick rule.
Abracadabra.
Well, on that note, this is Monte Cristo here. We're with
And
Gay
I'm
League of
Goa.
Legends. Although in reality, I'm more like
Wyatt
Goa, and
Pulse.
he's more like Monte Cristo, which is kind of weird. But we're gonna go with the opposite names. It's funnier that way. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Reem.